football fans, and welcome to the Touchdown Lady podcast, where we talk football from a fan's point of view. I'm Sandy, your host, and let's just get into it. Now, the breaking news in the NFL right now is that the Chicago Bears have fired their offensive coach, Shane Warren, and now Thomas Brown is going to be the new OC for the Chicago Bears. There's a lot going on in Chicago. I also want to mention that Dak Prescott is going to be out for the rest of the season with a hamstring injury. He's going to wind up having surgery, so he is going to be out for the Dallas Cowboys for the rest of the season. But I want to talk a little bit about the Patriots. Now, the Patriots played the Bears over this weekend, and they wound up winning over the Bears 19-3. I was really surprised that the Patriots walk away with this win. I really was. I didn't expect it. I thought the Bears was going to have this one, and for my surprise, like I said, the Patriots came up with the win. It was a really good game. I thought they moved the ball well. Once they established a running game, the Patriots did. I thought the defense showed up. They're starting to move in the right directions. I know it's in a rebuild right now, but it looks like they're starting to move in the right direction. And I'm happy for the Patriots that they won over the weekend over the Bears. It was 19-3, and Drake May, he had 184 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception in this game. His numbers are still getting better, and the more he plays, the better he's going to become. And like I said, I was really surprised that they won over the Bears this weekend. Caleb Williams on the other side, he only had 120 yards, and that was it for Caleb Williams. But I also want to talk about the surprise wins for me this week. And these are the games that surprised me with the teams that won. I'm going to start with the Saints and the Falcons. Now, I have the Falcons to win this one, but the Saints wound up winning 20-17 over the Falcons. The next surprise win was the Panthers over the Giants. The Panthers wound up winning 20-17 over the Giants. I was really surprised of this win. They put Bryce Young actually started this game for the Panthers. This is the second game in a row that he has won. So I was really surprised. I thought the Giants was the better team going into this game. But it's a lot. Football is so unpredictable, and that's why I love this game. And like I said, the Panthers wound up winning over the Giants. The next one was the Steelers and the Commanders. Now, I had the Commanders to win this one. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, but I was surprised that the Steelers walk away with this win, 28-27 over the Washington Commanders. Now, I want to get into the games that I reviewed over the weekend. It was so many good games, so many good matchups. But I'm going to start with Thursday Night Football with the Bengals and the Ravens. Now, this was a divisional game. It was a good game. Every time these two teams get together, you know it's going down. You know it's going to be a lot of action, fast-paced in this game. It's going to be a battle to the end. And this game did not let me down. Oh, man, it was just a good game. The first half of this game, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase did their thing on the passing game. I mean, the Bengals did a really good job the first half of this game. The Bengals defense shut down the Ravens offense, and the offense just ran through the defense of the Ravens in the first half of this game. Joe Burrow, like I said, and Jamar Chase did their thing in this game. The second half of this game, the Ravens came alive, especially in the fourth quarter. They wound up scoring 21 points over the Bengals in the fourth quarter alone. But the Ravens had to wind up winning this game with a field goal. The score was 35-34. But it was a good battle to the end. Lamar Jackson had 290 yards and 4 touchdowns in this game. Derrick Henry had 68 yards and 1 touchdown in this game. On the other side, Joe Burrow had 428 yards, 4 touchdowns in this game. Jamar Chase had 264 yards and 3 touchdowns in this game. Like I said, the Ravens had to win this game with a field goal. It was a battle all the way to get into the end. I love this game. I know it's a hard loss to the Bengals when you lose by 1 point in a divisional game, but overall, this game, I was excited for this game. Then I'm going to move on to Dallas and the Eagles game. Now, yeah, Dallas is really struggling right now. The Eagles came in there and they dominated over the Dallas. The Eagles 34-6 over the Dallas. Dallas offense and defense struggled throughout the whole game, but they've been struggling for the last couple of weeks. They've just been really bad. Now that Dak Prescott is out for the regular season, Cooper Rush was in there for quarterback. He did absolutely nothing. They tried putting Trey Lance in the fourth quarter. He did absolutely nothing, but I can't blame Trey Lance. He hasn't played all season. So he went in, he got into the game. He had 21 yards, and he had an interception. And that was all she wrote. But on the other side of the ball, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles just came in there and they just dominated on offense and defense. The Eagles, to me, are now moving in the right directions. Look like everything's starting to come together. They had a rough beginning, but now look like they're getting into a rhythm and they're winning some games. A lot of people out there are saying that the Eagles are now starting to look like the 2024 NFC champions. I don't know yet. I don't know. I think I need to see a little bit more. But the Eagles are now sitting on top of the NFC East division. Now that Washington Commanders, they lost the game to the Steelers. So now the Eagles sit on top of the NFC East division. And Jalen Hurts had 202 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game and an interception in this game. Saquon Barkley only had 66 yards in this game. Cooper Rush only had 45 yards, no touchdown. And like I said, Trey Lance had 21 yards and 1 interception in this game. I don't know what Dallas is going to do. Dallas fans, let me know in the comments what you think they should do. Is the season over for Dallas, or can they turn it around? Now that they don't have Dak Prescott, I don't know what they're going to do for a quarterback. We just have to wait and see. But I also want to talk, next I'm moving on, I'm going to talk about the Jets and the Cardinals. This was another disaster, especially for the Jets. The Cardinals wound up beating the Jets 31-6 in this game. Now, I thought by the Jets winning last week over the Texans that they would come in here and they have a good showing and even beat the Cardinals. But that did not happen. They just got dominated by the Cardinals on both sides of the ball. Offense and defense was just bad for the Jets. They never got into a rhythm. It was just sloppy playing. It was just bad for the Jets. On the other side, Kyler Murray came in there and he did his thing. He had 261 yards, 1 touchdown in this game. Maurice Harrison Jr. had 54 yards and 1 touchdown in this game. And Aaron Rodgers only had 151 yards in this game, and that is all she wrote. Again, Jets fans, do you think the Jets can turn it around for the rest of the season? My opinion, I think they're done. I think the Jets are done for the season. They need to start looking towards the draft in next year. I think they need to draft a quarterback. I think Aaron Rodgers, I would be really surprised if Aaron Rodgers came back next year. I know he only had a 2-year deal, so I don't know. We have to wait and see what's going to happen with that. But if I was the Jets, I would go for a quarterback in the draft. Now, moving on, I want to talk about the Steelers and the Washington game. This also was a very close game throughout the whole game. I thought both these teams were evenly matched, but the Steelers wound up winning this game 28-27 over the Washington Commanders. Russell Wilson had 195 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception in this game. George Pickens had 91 yards and 1 touchdown in this game. Jalen Daniels had 202 yards and no touchdowns in this game. And Oscar Eckler had 44 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. But overall, I thought it was a good game. I thought it was pretty much evenly matched. It was going a lot of back and forth in this game. Yeah, so it was a really good game between those two. Then I want to talk about the Broncos in Kansas City. Now, the Broncos could have won this game in the 4th quarter, but they wound up having a blocked field goal. The last few minutes of this game, they was trying to kick a field goal to win the game, but it wound up getting blocked by Kansas City, and Kansas City walk away with the win. Now, Kansas City is also the only undefeated team in the NFL right now, and they are 9-0. They face the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen this Sunday. You know I'm going to be watching that game because I am a Buffalo Bill, so I will be watching that game. Yeah, we're going to see. It's going down in the AFC division. Well, this is a part of the show. If you want to reach out to me or email me, talk about give me something to talk about on the show or ask me a question, you can email me at touchdownladies@gmail.com. That's touchdownladies@gmail.com. Now, I'd like to end the show on a good note, and I'm going to end it with what I call Facts, Fun, and Football, where I go on my little jar and pull out a fun fact or a quote. Okay. And this is going to be a quote. You fail all the time, but you aren't a failure until you stop blaming someone else. And that is from Bum Phillips, the Houston Texans. And this is Sandy from the Touchdown Ladies saying, don't forget to smile, be happy, be kind, put your action behind your plan, and keep moving forward. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.